everyone. This is Susie J. Cobwebs, and I just wanted to thank you for coming onto my live. Right now, I'm actually writing all of my entries into my bucket so we can actually do them at the end of this video. I can't wait to hear who is going to be the lucky person to get a free book. Do you know what book that is? It's called Betrayal in the First Degree. It is my first novel that I have written, and it is also the first book of the 4-book series. So, I have been placing ads on the Facebook and TikTok and Instagram and even on YouTube. And I have got a wonderful response on who would like to participate. And all you had to do was comment and like and share the information that I have put on there. And I had such a wonderful response. I am still constantly putting more and more names into this box that I'm going to pick. So I'm getting them all taken care of right now. So just bear with me one quick second here. I want to do this real quick because I have an itinerary that I'd like to go over first before I actually give out this drawing. Now, whenever I am talking about my lives here, it is actually, I want to talk to you about what SJC or Susie J. Cobwebs is. And this is a brand that I started back in 2016. As I said, she has a Facebook, she has a YouTube channel, she has a TikTok and an Instagram. She also has SJC Writing Group, and that's on Facebook. So you can check her out in all these different areas. She also is writing the book, The Betrayal in the First Degree, like I just mentioned. And so she stays pretty busy. And this whole brand actually goes around the fact that it's positive vibes survive. And we also have to love our simple wins that come our way, whether they are as simple as getting up in the morning or writing your first 20 novels. Either case, it is a wonderful way to celebrate your simple wins. Even if you're a little bit struggling in your life, by all means, come on to my YouTube channel. I have many different types of videos on there that could help out with that. Or if you have like a passion that you need help with and you want some encouragement to move on, by all means, come on to the YouTube channel. Or if not, why don't you go onto my Facebook page? And there is all different kinds of encouraging news and posts and comments that would be wonderful to your situation, and I'm sure. So right now, I have this one final chance that you could add just another couple different entries in if you would like, if you're here. And not only if you like and share this particular live, that would be good, and we'll get you involved in this running. And also, I'm going to talk to you about how Betrayal in the First Degree was born. And then if you have any other questions, by all means, I will answer them. And also, then we will do the drawing. So I'm still constantly putting these pieces of paper in my box because they are just multiplying, which is wonderful. So let me begin. You will hear my bird in the background. So that's the one that's chirping. That's Nico. So, Betrayal in the First Degree actually was a 4-book series, and it's an easy read, and it can go from the youngest person to the oldest person. It is a large print book, and it has paperback. I apologize. It is paperback. It is ebook. You can get this at Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Reader House, even through Page Publishing. You can get this anywhere. And please, if you do get this book, please add a review so now I can get my book out there further and further out to more and more people. Now, I'm going to have a little quick game here, and I'm going to ask you 3 questions. And if you put them answers in the comments, then I'm actually going to add more chances here to win this free book. So, one way to get a free entry and also the free book is we're going to go through one of the questions. So, one of the questions is, if you have watched my YouTube videos, how long has it took me, wow, that was horrible English, I apologize. How long did it take me to write my first book, which is this, Betrayal in the First Degree? Do you happen to know? If you happen to know this answer, by all means, write them in the comments so I know that you know, and I will put that entry in this box here. Now, if you are watching this on a replay, you are more than welcome to answer these questions. Unfortunately, you wouldn't be able to go into the book drawing, but you can answer these questions too. Now, the answer to that question was it took me 13 years to make this book right here, Betrayal in the First Degree. I was actually in college when I started it, and I also had young children, you know, college, a job, and this was actually something that I had to do for a college assignment. And look what the accomplishments brought to you. It brought you a book. So that's how wonderful that is. So if you put that answer in the comments, it's 13, you were correct. Next, here's another question for you. Here is another chance you can get into this entry of this box here. So, the question is, what type of accident did Janae McKine get into in the book? Hello, Kevin Schatz. Now, whoever writes that first will also get that entry in. And the answer is, it was a car accident in the park. Now, I have a third question that I'm going to ask you that you can actually get an additional entry into this box. So the question is, what was your overall review when you read the book? Even if you didn't read the book, what was your thought on maybe you would be interested in reading this book. Write that in the comments. Now, I'm sure that you would look at the book cover, or you may look at the back end of the book here or the book cover. What are your thoughts? And if you did read it, what did you think of it? Go ahead and write them in the comments. Now, please be honest. I would just like to improve my writing skills, and I would just like to take your advice into consideration. Now, this is going to be for the future authors and the future writers that you want to know how a book was born. Well, I can't speak for all the writers and the authors out there. However, this is what works for me. Now, based on one simple idea. Now, I just picked ideas for this book. This is how simple this was here for this book. I picked out 4 things, 4 descriptive items that I could talk about, that I could describe. And separately, I described them. And then I allotted myself certain times to write about certain subjects. Like, for example, for this particular book, I did a car, a tree, a girl, and winter. I started writing all about these particular subjects. Then I actually asked myself a few different questions. What was she wearing? What was the weather like? Looked at the tree. What type of human characteristics do I see when that tree is blowing in the wind? Or if that tree is just sitting there, standing still? How can I put this in human characteristics that I can put this on paper? Now, as these individual paragraphs grew into bigger and bigger paragraphs and stories and pages of whatnot, there was a time where you have to try to connect these things together. How are you going to put this car in wintertime or this girl and this tree together? What other type of descriptions can you add into this? You know, was the weather blizzardy, or was it raining, or was it sun shining out? What was the girl driving? Was that the particular car that you described in the beginning, or was it a different car? What was she wearing? What type of problem is she trying to solve during this whole book, or this whole short story or paragraph that you're writing? Now, as you start to building up all of these paragraphs and stories or chapters, or however you're going to do this, this will be a time where you can maybe possibly add a subplot. Now, a subplot is basically the same type of concept. You want to try to get a couple items, descriptive items that you want to put in there. And what type of problem are you trying to solve with those type of items? Then you want to try to combine these subplot and also the plot together and mix it up so you could have a very interesting story. Now, you don't want to forget about the dialogue and the other conflicts, extra drama, maybe feelings and emotions that these characters or items that you may have. Unfortunately, you know, this is all going to come in time. And it's just something that you will have to kind of feel the characters and what their characteristics are going to be like. You know, and it all depends on your genre too. If you're having a young adult, or if you're having a romance, or you have sci-fi or fantasy, horror, it all depends on what type of genre that you're going to have. Now, one of the main things that I work with, and if you also see this on my YouTube channel, and it's the fictional writing sprints. Now, that is how the fictional writing sprints have came about. It only takes 5 minutes to do a fictional writing sprint, as I pick 3 things out of a container. And it could also be the writing sprints, or it could be the writing sprint to a better health. And I'll explain both of them. And both of them are on my playlist on my YouTube channel. Now, the fictional writing sprint is for 5 minutes, and that is also for the second Wednesday of every month. And we do everything with maybe 3 items. We pick it out of a box, and then we write for 5 minutes. That is one that I will actually talk about afterwards. And I'm not worried about the punctuation, the grammar, the spelling. Now, I also have writing sprint to a better health, which that's more journal writing. And that is the last Wednesday of every month. And that is something that could help you bring out the positive vibes bring them out in your body. Now, how I started my writing journey is the fact that if you check out the rest of my videos on my channel, I have different types of videos on there where this is what I was feeling at that time, or this is what I was going through at that time as starting a YouTube channel, or starting a brand or business, or being that beginning part of the entrepreneur. These are just kind of feelings and tactics and different things that I've implemented as I move up into building a bigger and better place for myself. Now, do you have any questions for me? You can add them in the comment section. Again, if you are on the replay, I will still get to your questions and I will answer them. It just, you can't get into the free book thing right now. Now, this is all the time that you have been waiting for. I have all of my bird is squawking away. I have all of these, hold on. I'm throwing things on the floor. I have all of these in a container, and I am going to pick one out, and who is going to get the free book? Now, as you know, I wrote all the names down and I put them on little pieces of paper. Little pieces of paper that people that has helped me share, like, and comment all of my stuff. So I really appreciate all the help and support that you have given. Okay, ready? Believe me, this journey has been a struggle, but it's something that is going to be a great opportunity for me later. This is how I can grow and develop into so much bigger. And regardless of whoever gets this free book, all of you have been my greatest supporter and a big part of my tribe. When you're ready, and the person is Lori Stiffy. She has actually did a Facebook comment, and she is actually the winner of the free book. And the best part about this is she doesn't even know this yet, but the best part about this is whenever I send her the book, is Betrayal in the First Degree, it's actually going to be a signed copy. So congratulations, Lori Stiffy. You have won the book of Betrayal in the First Degree. Yay! I'm so excited. Now, as soon as I get a hold of you, I will get your address and I will send this to you. If you like these types of videos and you want to see more of these videos, by all means, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that post notification button so you can stay on top of all the different things that I post. And till the next time, love you bunches.